There is one potential portage that is often overlooked on DW, mainly because very few crews should have to negotiate it. It's on the tideway at Richmond. The Richmond Half Lock is a tidal barrage of 3 massive sluice gates which ensure that the water level between Richmond Lock and Teddington Lock is maintained. The sluice gates are raised to allow free passage roughly 2 hours before and after high tide. So river traffic has 4 hours to avoid using the lock, or in our case being forced to portage, and this video provides some information and advice. So if you arrive at Teddington before the tide window halfway point, you shouldn't be affected, and you probably won't even notice it. However, if you arrive at Teddington late in the tide window, by the time you get down to Richmond, the sluice gates may be closed. This will be indicated by 3 red discs or lights in the form of inverted triangles displayed above each gate. So if you see these signs on your approach, you need to think about portaging the rollers on the left hand side of the structure. It will probably be dark. You'll be tired and a little bit irritated by this unexpected interruption on your way to Westminster, so it's important to portage carefully to avoid slipping over or damaging the boat. As you approach the lock, move over to the left hand side of the river and head for the white sign mounted on the post. Probably the best place to get out is the straight line of concrete at right angles to the river direction. If you head towards the rollers, the sloping approach may damage the bow as it scrapes up the concrete. Once out, carry the boat up and over the slope and head towards the put-in. This isn't easy, so prepare to get wet feet. There are 2 parallel concrete slopes, but they are narrow, slippy and underwater, and there isn't anything to brace the paddles on either. I guess the best way would be for the front paddler to get in first as the boat starts to float, and then the rear paddler can get in, being careful that the weight of the boat is not on the understern rudder. Then push off and continue on your way to Westminster.